What up, YouTubeverse? It's your boy RB back again. Today we are talking about the NBA, the MVP race, and the collective bargaining agreement. Let's kick it. So the NBA season has come to a close, and last night the Celtics played the Sixers, and this was a pretty important game because the Celtics and the Sixers are most likely going to meet up with each other in the second round. And Joel Embiid had 52 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists on his way to a 103-101 victory over the Celtics. After this performance, the media and Vegas are both saying the MVP race is over. It's Joel's. There still might be a chance that Jokic should sneak in there, but for the most part, everybody's saying that it's Joel Embiid's to lose now. Embiid just scored over half his team's points in an NBA game. Like, that's insane. That's a crazy level of scoring I haven't seen in my life. So I'm super hyped for the playoffs. It looks like the Sixers will play the Nets in the first round, and then we'll most likely meet the Celtics in the second round. They didn't have Jaylen Brown in this game, so that kind of concerns me. It took a 52-point, 13-rebound performance from Joel Embiid to beat the Celtics by 2 in a game where they didn't have Jaylen Brown. I'm not going to complain about it. A win's a win, but it does kind of concern me a little bit. With that being said, I think the Sixers are in trouble. I don't know if they're going to make the finals. They have literally the hardest path to the finals than any other team. I was really hoping that they would be able to win enough games to get to that 2 seed and make Boston be the 3, but it didn't work out that way. As of right now, it looks like the Sixers may be on the path for another second round exit. And if that happens, I think they blow the whole thing up. I think they fire Doc Rivers. I think they trade away everybody except for Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. Everybody else is fair game. But if the Sixers beat the Celtics in the second round, then they have to turn around and face Giannis in the conference finals, which, that's like climbing a monumental mountain and then climbing Everest. It just seems like an overwhelming task. I hope the Sixers can do it. I'm wishing that they can do it, but I don't know if they can. So whatever happens in this year's playoffs, I know one thing for sure. Nobody's getting tested for weed. A few changes were made in the NBA collective bargaining agreement. There's a new minimum games played threshold to win NBA awards like MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, scoring title, etc. I think it's 65 games now. Which, if this is the NBA's way to manage load management, I think it's a little weak. Like, for instance, let's take this year. Joel Embiid, Giannis, and Jokic are pretty much, and Tatum to an extent, are pretty much your MVP race. That's pretty much your MVP race right there. So all the other stars in the league, if they know that they're not going to go for MVP or Defensive Player of the Year or the scoring title, why would that motivate them to play every game? See, it's like things like this is like a half measure to trying to fix your issue. I feel like they could have done something a little bit more strict, but Adam Silver is softer than the Charmin he wipes his butt with. So the NBA also approved allowing their players to consume cannabis, which is just making a temporary rule permanent, really. The NBA has really been allowing its players to get away with using cannabis for a long time. LeBron had to be smoking something when he decided to wear this hat. Now, before it was just a spoken thing, now it's put in writing and is made official. NBA is going to stop testing for
the weed.
Now, here's the twist. NBA players are also allowed to invest and promote cannabis products and brands. So not only are they not going to get tested, but they're literally going to be like the face of this. And really, I feel like the NFL has missed a moment here. They missed an opportunity. Because they should be the ones being the face of this, being the face of cannabis in sports. And they missed it because they're too conservative. First off, somebody needs to call the NFL ASAP and let them know, hey, the NBA set the precedent here and you need to follow suit immediately.
Right now.
The NFL should definitely change their rules because I feel like greatly benefit NFL players way more than it would benefit NBA players. You know, I say that because of the pain reliever aspect of it, and because of the fact that smoking and vaping is the most popular form of using it, and playing in the NBA is an aerobic exercise. Like you're running miles per game, and playing football is more of an anaerobic exercise where you play for 7 to 10 seconds and then you stop and huddle up, and then you tape for 7 to 10 more seconds and then you stop and huddle up. So it's a difference in stamina, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend like smoking and vaping
the weed
doesn't affect your lungs, because it absolutely does. I really feel like it would have made more sense for the NFL to lead the charge on this. More power to the NBA for doing this. They have really been the player-first league and the progressive league, the more revolutionary league when it comes to making big changes like this, and the NFL has always been stuck in the mud. So, it's not surprising that the NBA did this. I just wish that the NFL had done it instead, because it just makes more sense for them. I spent my entire 20s paranoid that I was going to go to jail for having some weed on me. And now they've got NBA players advertising for it. It's crazy. Really going to be interesting to see how this all plays out, to see what NBA players come out with their own strains and, their own companies and, their own line of products. So I'm looking forward to it. That's all I got for this one, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Dark side, light this bitch up.
Who are you, Snoop Dogg in a green room? I mean, what the hell is going on? You couldn't stay off the weed. He ain't getting busted for using weed. I want to hear that. You can't get off the weed. Bye-bye.